So when the world lets you down, yes, people, you got Drunk World episode 2. Yes, episode 2. It is currently 11:06 p.m. where I am at right now. And I got a story for you guys. Yes, because one of the best things is when life kind of hands you lemons, you make beef stew, like Andy Milanaka says. I literally squeezed them and used the juice to fap. Yeah, we're going there right now. So today I'm going to be telling you a story about the time that I almost got arrested. Yes, almost got arrested. Almost. This is an interesting story because of some of the events that occurred. So let's backtrack to the beginning of the story. Pretty much, I was getting drunk as fuck. I was getting drunker than a motherfucker. Drunk World was in full effect right there, bro. I was like, I don't even know. I think at the time I was still sipping Four Locos. I don't sip Four Locos no more. Them shits give me a motherfucking headache and they make my bones hurt and all that shit. But I was sipping Four Locos. And then I decided, okay. And this was a couple months after I got with my fiance now. And I was like, hey, baby, let's go to the bar. Let's go to the bar. So we go to the bar. We run up into my friend. She's there, you know, one of my good friends and shit like that. So we start kicking it with my friend. Now, okay, so literally the bar is dead. And this is a very colorful night, mind you. So the story after story. It's me, my fiance, my friend, and a couple dudes there, bartenders and shit like that. Bartenders, right? Bartenders. And some dude comes in, and he's like, which one of you is this dude smashing? I want the other one. And my friend is very open-minded. My fiance, and not open-minded. I'm sorry. Whoa! Very outspoken. My fiance was just kind of like puzzled. Like, this motherfucker did not just say that. My friend, on the other hand, was like, he's smashing both of us. Get the fuck up out of here. I'm like, yo! And then she basically kept talking shit to the point where the motherfucker apologized and bounced up out of there. And I kept drinking. I kept drinking to the point where, like, I don't know, what was it, some honey shots or coconut shots? I can't even remember. I can't even remember what I drank tonight. Like, tonight. So we had those drinks and shit like that. And I'm like, yo, I want to go to the park. And my friend is like, yeah, let's go to the park. My poor fiance. And sorry, baby. I love you to death. I'm sorry I put you through this. But she's like, can't we just go home? And I'm like, but I want to go to the park. So we go to the park. There's really giant puddles of water everywhere. I guess it had rained. My memory is fuzzy. It's fuzzy. But I guess it had rained. And me and my friend is like, yo, she's like, let's run through the puddles and shit like that. And I'm like the first dumbass. I'm like, fuck it. And I'm wearing some big ass fucking shitty looking boots. So I jump in the puddles and I'm like, come on, why y'all playing game for? Let's go. I'm in the fucking puddles. So mind you, this is probably, I want to say April, somewhere in April. I don't know. And they're like, but we have sneakers on. I'm like, yo, I don't give a fuck. I'm thinking I'm big baller motherfucker. I'll buy you brand new sneakers right now. Just jump in these fucking puddles with me. So we're jumping and shit like that. And then, to be honest with you, a portion of my memory from that night is gone. I remember vaguely little pieces because we was at a park. I remember vaguely pieces of like me and my friend talking and my fiance was like sitting on a bench or something like that. And me and her were having a deep conversation about some shit or another. I can't remember. But I do remember after the fact of me having this longing to go see one of my friends. I'm like, I need to see my bro, my dude, that's my boy, that's my peoples and shit like that. We gotta go. But I'm too fucked up. So I'm like, all right, you know what? My fiance ain't really wanting to drive. I'm too fucked up. I let my friend drive. Silly decision because she's probably just on the wavy length as me. But I'm like, fuck it. Yo, you gonna drive. So we go over there. I hit him up. I'm like, bro, I want to see you, man. I want to see you. I'm in my emotional shit and shit like that. Like, yo, bro, I want to see you. So we go over there, shit like that. We park in the front. Mind you, we were stupid. Which I think if there's any lesson you could take from this, if you're a youngin or you're an oldian or whatever. Yeah, oldian, I know. I coined it right now, right? Crazy now. Who knows if that's a real term. But I was kind of like, all right, stay there. There's drinks in the car. We were doing stupid shit. No drinking. Drinking and driving is bad, but we had drinks in the car. I'm like, I'm going in. I want to see him. I want to talk to him and shit like that. We're having a heart to heart in there and shit like that. All of a sudden, we hear that because like his window is right here. The car is like outside the window, pretty much. That there's cops there. So me and him run outside. I'm like, yo, my fiance's there. I don't give a fuck about nothing right now. I don't care about me. I don't care about nothing. My fiance is out there. I'm going out there and there's drinks in the car. Cops are surrounding this shit, right? Cops all over the fucking place. We come. My boy is like, yo, bro, I'm not built for that. I'm turning back around. I got too many of my own problems. I'm not dealing with this shit right now. I'm like, fuck. I stop for a second, and it's like one of those things where it feels like a million seconds pass in 1 second. I'm like, do I go over? I'm like, my fiance that I absolutely adore is over there. I can't leave her alone. My vehicle's over there. My friend is over there. I'm going. So I'm like, all right, bro, well, I gotta go. You know, my fiance is over there. My people is over there. I gotta do what I gotta do. Shitty friend, right? Yeah, shitty friend. He should have come with me, but he did do something to redeem himself a little bit later. So I walk over there, and I'm pissed drunk, and they're like, this is his car, and the cops start questioning me, this and that. And at first I'm so fucked up, I'm like, she was driving, but the cops wanted to pin it all on me. Mind you, I don't know where I was going at that point, but yeah, they were trying to pin it all. It was all my drinks. I'm the one that's driving fucked up and shit like that. And then I was just like, you know what? I don't know nothing. One of the cops pulls me to the side, starts talking mad shit. You better fucking say it. We're going to take your motherfucking car, blah, 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 blah. As he's talking to me, no lie, I see from the corner of my eye something going up in the apartments on like the second floor. And I start looking, he starts like talking shit to me, and I'm like just staring up there. I can't believe my eyes. Cop looks up, points his flashlight, and there's some black dude jacking off in the fucking window looking at me and the cop. And the cop is like, yo, what are you doing? And the dude looks at the cop and he's like, nothing. And he kept on going. The cop just was like bewildered at that and just put the flashlight down and continued talking to me and shit like that. I was just like, what the fuck is going on right now? It's a parallel universe. Somewhere in there was a group of dudes that was there while the cops was there. And apparently, I don't know what the fuck they were doing. Something illegal, I'd imagine. That they thought that me and my peoples was responsible. We called the cops or something like that. So they were talking mad shit to me. Because I'm with two chicks. My boy just went back in the house on some crusty ass shit. So I'm by myself and they talking mad shit like, I'll fuck you up and all this other shit. And yeah, I was a little bit wild that night, and I was like, yo, shut the fuck up. And like, you know, we was getting mad crazy with the cops is there and all sorts of craziness, insanity. The cops is like, yo, you. And they threw me in the back of the cop car. And I'm like, yo, shit's about to get real. Another one of the cops come in. It's kind of like good cop, bad cop. The good cop comes in. He's like, man, listen, you know, we don't want to do nothing to you. We don't want to take your car. Just tell me what's going on and shit like that. And I'm like, listen, you know, I apologize. We shouldn't have been doing any of that. We shouldn't have drinks in the car. Mind you, the cops already fucked up my vehicle. They ripped apart everything. They took the drinks and poured them in my fucking car on some hater shit because, you know, I drive a 2015 Mercedes-Benz. And at the time, that was like literally a month old. So they like on some hater shit, fucking up my vehicle and shit like that. I'm like, listen, you know what? I apologize. If you could please just let me and my fiance and my friend stay with my friend. He lives right here. You could please just let us stay the night. You know, I'll park the car and everything, blah, 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 blah. He's just kind of like, well, whatever. And, you know, he was trying to play good cop, and eventually he showed his assholeness and he walks away and shit like that. Eventually, my friend and my fiance, they both have like, I think my friend, her stepfather is part of the police force or some shit like that. And my fiance, her uncle is a part of the police force. Yeah, I can't even fucking talk. What am I doing? So they eventually had the problem solved and shit like that. Pretty much my friend that I said he did redeem himself, he eventually sent his mom out. And well, it still was kind of like shady, like why are you sending your mom out? But he sent his mom out and he's like, you know, okay, deal with it. So she's like, yeah, no, they can stay here. We can stay the night and shit like that. So they let me out the car. I go in, I grab my fiance. My friend was like, no, I'm going home, blah, blah, blah. She was on some her shit. So I was like, all right, go home, whatever. I grab my fiance. I go to stay the night and shit like that. It's funny because, like, not to cut ass because I appreciated the fuck out of what she did. But his mom comes out and she's with a walker, bro. So she's walking to my Benz and they make her park the fucking Benz. And she can't really drive. You know, she's in a walker and shit like that. But she parked it or whatever. And we stayed the night. I was so happy. You know, I grabbed my fiance. I'm like, I love you so much. I'm sorry, everything, blah, 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 blah. My friend went her way. Next morning, we're leaving. It's like, I want to say 12, 11. I have a banging headache, hangover to the max. And as I'm walking, some dude comes up to me and he's like, so what, yo? So what was up with that last night? What? Like, he's coming at me. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Because I can't even remember at this point. I'm so fucked, I'm hungover and everything. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck is going on. And then I realized, click, that was one of the dudes that was talking shit to me last night. I guess he lived there or whatever. Then his girl comes out. My girl, she was already at the car waiting for me. She comes back. And then my boy comes back and he's like, yo, what's going on? Then he's trying to give me like this lesson. He's like, you could tell dude is probably high out of his mind. He looked just completely out of his fucking mind. It's like 11 in the morning, 12 in the morning. Dude looks like I don't even know what drugs he was on. And he's like, yeah, you just seem like you're a good dude. You on your business shit. Like you shouldn't be really just hanging out and doing these things. I'm like, yeah, I understand. And point being of this story is, yeah, I don't know what's the point. Don't drink and drive. You shouldn't just, I don't know. I mean, it's a very memorable time because of everything that actually happened. But yeah, it was a shitty time. And I guess, I don't know, call this Sunday Sucks. Everybody asked me for Sunday Sucks videos because they were fun videos and I had fun making them, bitching on Sundays. It's currently like a Friday night right now, but Sundays do suck. So yeah, we'll call this Sunday Sucks. And that was a pretty fucking crazy time. I almost got arrested. Some black dude jacking off in the fucking window. Some dudes wanted to fuck me up because they were doing their illegal shit, and cops came because of my dumb ass. Like, everything was insane. Yeah, thank you to everybody that actually stood by me in there. My fiance, she was by my side regardless. My friend, she was there even though she dipped afterward. My other friend, even though he pulled a bitch move in the beginning, not letting me, not coming with me, but then eventually sending his mom out. I guess, he helped me out in the end. And yeah, crazy fucking story. In essence, you should chill a little bit more wisely, I guess. That's the lesson, right? But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more nkWorld, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. That'd be amazing. And follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You will find more after the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.